Once you have something that's good enough to put into market, it's good and you do that, but then you keep going with it.
Yes.
You keep improving.
Hi guys, João Miranda here. Before I went to vacations, I went to my Facebook secret group. By the way, you can check the link right here. It's appearing right here below. I reveal some of the things that I'm going to produce and I think you'll like it. And before I went to vacations, I asked people, please, you can make me questions, any questions that you want about my products and inventions. And I got a few questions that some people would like to see answered. And the first one is from Neil Katz. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, which says, what led you to become a magic designer and manufacturer? Basically, I've been performing magic since I'm 5, so I started at a very early age, and since then I've used to perform a lot of weddings and corporate events. I wanted to create magic because some of the ideas for the tricks that I wanted were not readily available on magic shops, so I had to create my own. And after I created a few original effects, I noticed that a lot of magicians asked me, where have you bought it? And I said, no, I made it. So that's how the whole journey started. So yes, it was something very natural in me. I simply didn't wake up one day and said, I'm going to design and create magic. It doesn't work like that. It was something natural. I used to perform a lot, but now I have a full team of people which are wonderful, and we work 8 hours every day. So it really is a full-time job, and that's what we do, and we love doing it. Now Geoffrey, she's Portish, sorry again if I'm not telling your name right, asks what is the magic trick that requires the most technical thinking and why? Where does the inspiration for a magic trick begin? For example, how was Timeless born? Regarding the most technical thinking, probably I would say the smoke watch. I really think it was one of the toughest ones because the technology to create smoke like in such small space didn't exist. So we had to create something from scratch, which was very, very hard because it is one of the most problems in magic is that everything must be very small in a concise space. I mean, you cannot say, okay, let's do like a big fan to produce smoke and a big coil and big battery. It's exactly the opposite. That's why creating micro magic like this is very difficult. Everything must be in the smallest space possible, and it makes the work harder a lot, okay, multiple times harder. The inspiration comes out when you are not searching for it. At least that's what happens with me. For example, before I talk about Timeless, the easel, which is an amazing trick, I'm really proud of that, and my team does a great job building it. It was because I was looking at a Chinese shop here in Oporto and I saw that, which was actually a little easel, and I thought, how can I transform this and make it into reality? By doing it something really magical for the performer. And that's how it started. I was not looking for it, it simply appeared to me. And I honestly cannot tell you how some tricks I invented I create them, because it's something natural that after you study a lot and you read a lot and you see a lot of magic. When I was a little child, I saw hundreds and thousands of hours in the VHS tapes. I studied a lot, basically. So how was Timeless born? Timeless is something very interesting because my good friend Arthur Santos once came to the office and said, oh João, I would like to think with you on a build to lemon inside the gift box. And you had created a few pieces, so you had like a little cardboard box, and the idea is that the sign of bill appears inside the lemon. So what we did, it's like a hole in the bottom of the box, and we had a 3D printed piece which went into it. Basically it was a small funnel, a little tunnel, so that you can load the bill through the lemon. And then Anna said, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, a lemon inside a gift box. I think it should be like a watch. And I started thinking, a watch makes more sense. Yes, so in 2 days, somehow I had basically almost all of the mechanism design paper. So when I came to the office in Monday, me and Tiago, which is an amazing engineer, we started drawing everything in SolidWorks, and Timeless was born that way. So it was because Arthur told me about a lemon inside a small gift box that Timeless was born, you know? So sometimes during a small conversation, things can happen like this. So Arthur's original idea was the true inspiration. So during the weekend, I was very inspired that weekend, and then Tiago did all of the design, and it was really cool. I'm really proud of Timeless. Marco Kondik is asking what was or is the most precious collaboration in creating magic tricks. Actually, without any doubt at all, it is my full-time team, because it's them which take my ideas into shape, not only in the engineering, but in producing and in the promo videos, etc. So we're like a family creating these kind of things. So they are my biggest inspiration, and the best collaboration possible really are my team without any doubt. Christian Cooling say, "Hi João, I've got a question and maybe is the easel technology the solution? I have a Ouija board and I want the plancha to move to every letter or destination on the board. So you have an idea or a solution to my problem?" Yes, in fact, I really believe that the easel somehow could make the Ouija board possible. I think it's actually the very same technology, because you have a moving part which can go anywhere. It's us here, we do the programming. So yes, I think that the easel is a great solution for the Ouija board. Kieran Hermon is asking, what is your favorite magic trick that you have put out? My favorite magic trick, I say, will be the watch, probably. I think it's it's so powerful, you know, because so you have a watch, you set the time to any time, you place into their palm, they tell you the time, and when they look at the watch, they have exactly the time that they said. And it's an analog watch. I'm really proud because I have invented a way to invisibly input any time in less than 2 or 3 seconds. So this is the main advantage of the watch. So yes, I'm really proud of this effect. Shabazz Hamid is asking, can you give us any updates on the invisible thread reel you are working on? Any news at all will be great. Yes, in fact, I have said it before in my secret group, I'm working on an invisible thread reel and it's becoming a dream. I'm working with Tom Wright, and we also have an amazing bonus effect by Andrew Lee, which is beautiful. I cannot tell you that much about it because I think that secrecy is very important. I don't want anyone to know and go ahead and copy my things before I even put it out, because it happened before, so I cannot tell you much more. All I can say is that I think it's one of the best effects that I have invented, and I think that magicians will be really pleased with this amazing thread reel. Watch for it. Chris Aronson, what is your favorite magic trick of all time and why? Well, I think that my favorite magic trick, I think it's from David Copperfield. I've had the opportunity to have like an interview with David in his museum. He invited me, he called me and invited me, and me and Miguel, which is the video editor, fly right to Las Vegas, and we have been there for several days, and we have a great interview. And I mentioned, in fact, that one of my favorite effects, if actually it's from David Copperfield, it's called the Barclay House, because it's so cool to have like the haunted theme and have 3 spectators holding some cloths and they fly around with ghosts, and then they disappear and appear in a magical way, which was actually something originally invented by David Copperfield's team. I think it's really my favorite effect of all time. João Miguel Dias asks, what do you prefer, develop tricks or doing live performances? I really love to perform. The thing is, now I don't really have much time because we have so many products in the market now, and thankfully we have many orders and so many meals to answer, and developing new magic and producing new magic and managing a team of 7 people is not an easy task. So I honestly do not have time to perform. I mean, this full time. We work at an amazing rhythm. It's incredible. Someday I will place a GoPro, and so you will see how much we work. It's amazing. Not only me, but my whole team. We are always working on new magic and producing and expediting to over 80 countries around the world. So I love doing live performances, I simply have no time for that. And to finish, because I had a few more, but I'll probably make a second video later on if you guys want it. So Keith O'Brien asks, when is your August release? Right now, you should probably know it's the Smoke Watch Pro. It released an amazing prop that I'm also very proud of. You can have ground activation, it charges wireless, it gives you a very good smoke. You can define how many seconds of smoke you want. So it really is a great trick. So that was my August release. And we also have amazing products that I cannot wait to share with you guys. So thank you very much for all the questions and see you next time.